One love to the alien minds, to all human minds. Please take the pillar so I exit while the angels and the demons shut the door behind you. But for those who remain, baby, let's talk about it. On H&H News, we're here to mentally inspire you. Make sure that you're mentally prepared to take mental responsibility in this new motherfucking earth, all right? This is H&H News. This is the universal truth. This is the dark night of the soul. This is the romance report. This is about the reawakening. And we just had a conversation about Lucifer, because Lucifer visited me, okay, on my trip, on my self-love trip, at the Partridge Inn, which is a nice place to go if you're ever in Augusta. The Partridge Inn. This is a lovely restaurant. They have the restaurant, the hotel. You really don't have to move, but this is about self-love. This is about resurrecting. Was about dying to my old self. I went through a lot of things that I had to keep going through. I had no time to grieve as if other people would grieve, because I was still on spiritual assignment. So I had to move differently, or I would risk my family being attacked. I would risk my son being attacked. So there was a lot of things that I did not have a chance to grieve for. I did not have time to shed tears because I was in war mode. So this trip was more about releasing and releasing the things that was in my heart, releasing the things that was in my mind. Spirit gave me a chance to do that, because while those things was going on, while death was going on around me, I had to stay in war mode, because when death happens in your family, this is usually the time where people try to attack you, because they feel and know that you are in a vulnerable place, okay? So that's when a lot of attacks will come. A lot of people will try to bind you to those emotions, and while you're crying and grieving, you think you're grieving over the person when you're actually grieving because somebody done put a spell on your ass. And you will never see it coming, because you're going to keep thinking that you're just sad because of the person. And this will have people fucking grieving for years and years. So while everybody else was grieving, I was in the classroom. And I had no time to grieve, because I knew better, because there was going to be a lot of attacks. Okay? So this was my time. God is graceful. The Great Mother is graceful. This was my time to die to self. This is that Scorpio energy again, to die to self, to be reborn, to be reawakened, to understand the difference, understand the DNA codes that other people come to bring you, understand people's energy, understand the value of people when you sit around them, not taking people for granted because they'll call your sister, not taking people for granted because they'll call your brother, your auntie, your cousin. Not thinking people just supposed to fucking be there for your ass every time you fuck up, every time you don't listen. Because for a lot of high priestess, for a lot of people who have the word inside of them, for a lot of messengers, your family is going to be the one to betray you. Your family is going to be the one to not listen, to listen and not listen, to make you feel doubtful. They want to make you feel doubtful. A lot of us come from karmic families. You have an alien mind and you come from a karmic family. And your karmic family is the thing that you have to overachieve. You have to walk away from. And I'm seeing the 8 of Cups. Because if not, your family can bind you to certain situations. I understand that when I come into somebody's life, they are at the crossroads in their life. I understand that I am there to help them at the crossroads in their life. I understand that when they don't understand, or they don't want to do the work, shall I say, okay, to get past that hump, when I know when I walk the fuck away what's going to fucking happen, it's going to be a fucking Oya moment on your ass. Everything is going to fall down, because the truth is, I'm the one keeping it up. All right? So when people walk away from you, because it's more than just me, it's a bunch of judgment angels out here, we have been released. We have been released. So when we walk away from your motherfucking ass, yes, it's going to be a lot of shit in your life that's not going to go fucking right. Okay? That's just what it is. All right? So people are seeing these earth angels for what the fuck they is. Earth angels, you have to remember the mission. You have to understand the mission and remember who the fuck you are at all fucking times, and be willing and ready to make decisions every day. Making a decision. I'm living in my highest calling. I'm living in my highest romance timeline. I'm here living in my highest financial timeline. Everything that I have already done has already been paid for in every dimension. We have to unbind ourselves from low mental thoughts. Okay? This is about resurrection. This is about knowing when to let go. Okay? And because you have healed yourself in such a way, nobody can bind you to anything in their life. Whether that be brothers, sisters, whatever. You're teaching motherfuckers how to treat you. You're teaching people how to treat you. Okay? According to who God Almighty says you are. According to who the Great Mother says you are. Okay? This is what this shit is about. You're not selling fucking less for less. Alright? I'm hearing embarrassment. There's a lot of motherfuckers that's embarrassed. Because they know they shitted on you. And they gotta sit back and watch you shine. They know that they loved you improperly. When I said that the Emperor came out with the Ace of Pentacles, they know that they loved you improperly. And they have to sit back and watch this shit. Now they see you worthy. Now they see you are of worth. You have always been of worth. Because you decided to sit in that seat. Every time I see the Emperor, it's like either sit on the throne or get the fuck up. Okay? You are more than just a king. You are the Emperor. You are more than just a queen. You are the Empress. Okay? You are the Empress. Alright? And you cannot pretend to be an Emperor. You cannot pretend to be something that you're not with the God of Cups coming out. Sometimes you have to get in your masculine energy and be very aggressive with what you want. And you can call it a bitch. You can call it what the fuck you want to call it. But it is what it is at the end of the motherfucking day. Sometimes a woman got to get in that shit and balance some shit out. And it's still giving the energy of fire. Aries energy, going to war. Going to war about the things that you believe, but not being over emotional about the shit. Okay? But a lot of people are going to go to war with their own feelings. That's what this shit is giving me. Somebody who's going to go to war with their own feelings because your ancestors are whooping ass, y'all. And they are whooping this shit right now as we speak. Somebody is going to war right now with their feelings. Because they thought that you was not worthy. They knew your worth, but they felt like you will wait around or they can keep playing. I don't know what the fuck. And they end up binding themselves. They end up binding themselves. You cannot put roots on a high priestess. And y'all gonna learn that shit. 9 of Cups. Yeah. You were their wish fulfillment. And they thought that you would wait around. They thought that you would chase them. They thought that they could make you jealous, make you feel like you had low self-esteem, make you feel second place. That's the energy it's giving with the 5 of Cups coming out. And now these bitches are crying. Now these bitches are trapped because they have to constantly look at you and say, well, she said who she was, and she was who she was. At no time did she ever lie about who she was. She said who she was, and she was who she was. That's how I'm hearing it. She said who she was, and she was who she was. No time did she ever lie. I lied. You know what I'm saying? I lied. And you were supposed to take this man from a king, a little boy, I'm hearing, from a little boy to a king, and he was going to be an emperor overnight. I'm not saying in no fucking months. I'm saying over fucking night with the death card coming out. Scorpio energy over fucking night. That's the kind of lucid you got, baby. That's the kind of sacred chakra you got. But a death was put into this shit. And you was reborn off of this person's energy. High Priest is coming out with the death card. Hades and heaven in this bitch. Hades said, not today. And heaven said, ain't no motherfucking way. She's a child of mine. With the magician coming out, that magic ain't working, baby. That magic ain't gonna never fucking pop off on mine. And this person is crying because they know that their magic has not worked. They know their magic been seen about. With the Justice, when I open up, we have the Justice card with the Ace of Wands. They got their ass toe up. It's giving that energy when back in the day when they said go pick your switch. So you gonna go pick that motherfucking switch off the tree. That's like the most tormented thing a motherfucker can say to you is to go pick your switch. So this person has to go pick them a fucking switch. That means you know what you finna go get your ass whooped with. And if you get the wrong fucking switch and you try to get some little shit, don't let grandma go pick that bitch. Don't come at the grandma with no little ass switch. Matter of fact, grandma got one she already done made for your motherfucking ass. And that's the energy it's giving. Like, the universe saying, I got a stick I already made for your ass. You ain't got to go get shit. This is somebody getting chastised by spirit. When I said that, the Queen of Wands just came out with the judgment. They're getting chastised by the universe for playing in spiritual magic, playing with goddess energy. And now you finna get your ass drugged. Embarrassment. I keep hearing embarrassed. Shame. This person is embarrassed. This person is shamed. This person thought that they can keep you in a space of where, you know, you're an option. And you are not nobody's fucking option. That's what it's giving with the God of Swords coming out with the Goddess of Swords. You are nobody's option, baby. You are divine. You are divine truth. And you know how to jump in that masculine energy and let a bitch know I'm not the one to fuck with. And you could jump in your fucking feminine energy and let you know softly, hey, I'm not the one to fuck with. Okay? Either way, bitch, it's the same message. I can say that message soft. I can say that message rough. Okay? And either way, you gonna fucking feel me. That's the energy it's giving. Like I told you who the fuck I was, and because I said it fucking nicely, your ass didn't take me fucking serious. So now I'm using my fucking serious voice. And I keep hearing Rich Homie Quan. Sometimes I gotta show them niggas my serious face because they think I be playing. At first they ain't get it, now they understand. I done made my mind up that I can't go back broke. Something, and my back against the rope. And that's when I made the most. And that's no hope. Nobody gave me a chance, but I believed in myself. When they needed my help. That bamboo, I never fold for all the money in the world won't sell my soul. This person wanted you to sell that soul. Sell your soul to them. And they was using a conniving way for you to sell your soul to them. And every time you block their ass, every time you read between the lines, I'm hearing too heaty. That Goddess of Swords is giving me too heaty energy. You have access to upper realms that other motherfuckers cannot go to. And this person cannot go to those realms with you. You have a spiritual husband who is going to use this person spirit to manifest this divine relationship. But because he did not pass the test as it came to pride, as it came to lust, and this entity could not enter into his body because it was too of a low vibration. Okay? He could not enter into it. That's what it's giving me. He could not enter into his body because it was of a low vibration. So it pissed this spirit off, this entity off, and it kicked his ass. It kicked his ass because it's like you just fucked up. Another lifetime, you just fucked up. I keep hearing you just fucked up another lifetime of this shit. And it's put this person in this hangman mode. And I'm hearing his ass ain't gonna be able to sit up that long. Yeah, this person sacrificed themselves. They was the sacrifice with the Six of Cups coming out. Yeah. And the Son of Pentacles, they were the sacrifice. This childish energy is sacrificed. This little boy energy is being sacrificed. Using emotions. Wanting somebody to be crazy about you, wanting to mesmerize people, getting a kick out of people. It seems like just being crazy about you is what I'm getting from the shit. But she ain't realize the motherfucker ain't never give a fuck. That's the energy it's giving. Yeah, with the Ace of Wands coming out, you got your ass whooped. Mother just whooped your ass. Alright? So those are the messages on H&H News. Y'all have a great day. And know that you are the living one. Madame HADEZ, Ashe.